The sound.
So right now, the NBA playoffs about to kick off. Personally, my favorite time of year. Uh, I'm a basketball guy more than anything. So right now, I'm just go off of how I see it. I know at least right now we still got a couple playing. So right now, who playing right now? AD. I know it's Miami and
It was Miami and
Atlanta.
Atlanta, and
Okay.
Miami will be moving forward.
Okay, so now it's what Dallas and
Memphis.
Is Ja playing?
Yeah.
Because I remember, the Warriors, dirty ass Warriors. They like to slide on the people's ankles after they shoot. You know what I'm saying? That's how they like to get down. So, all right. With that being said, let's pull up the bracket.
Let's do it.
So, as of right now, like I said, bear with us. The 8th seed is not there. But whoever that 8th seed is in the West, they're not beating Oklahoma City. Let's talk real quick. Let's talk about OKC. OKC went crazy this year.
They did. Yeah, I'm proud of them. I genuinely believe that their chain is fake, but I'm proud of them.
So you believe that their chain is fake? Why do you believe their chain is fake?
Their chain fake as hell. But
okay, please elaborate on that. Why is their chain fake?
Remember the Sacramento Kings, how they had that wonderful year the other year? Was it last year or the year before that? But then when they got to the playoff time.
Okay, when it was 2 seed. Yeah, that was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, very different story when they get to the playoff time because, you're going to need some bucket getters, and Shea is one. But outside of that, nobody else on that team is a bucket getter. Jalen Williams is not a bucket getter, in my opinion.
You don't fuck with J Dub?
I think he's very talented. I cannot do half the shit this man can do. But when I think of, let me give you an example. Kawhi, James Harden, been there, done that. Steph Curry, Jimmy Butler, been there, done that.
Well, hold up. James Harden, been there, done that?
He may not have won the ship, but we're not gonna act like James Harden.
I understand the bucket getter. I understand
top
the bucket
shooting guards
getter
all time, easy, and that's probably top 3 if we really. Top 4. Top 4. James Harden is prime, man. Oh my lord,
he better than Dwayne Wade.
I'm willing. I'm thinking. Dwayne Wade got the accomplishments. All I'm saying is, this motherfucker had PJ Tucker as his center and was 1 game away from the finals.
I get it. He was definitely going up against the Monstars.
I seen James do some stuff that Dwayne ain't did. Like that man went on a run. What was it like 40 straight, like for about 10 games or something like that?
I hear y'all. I'm not going to count the 2012 and 2013 chips with Bron. That's a wash. I guess where I'm at is I'm looking at 06. And he had a broken down Shaq. Shaq was a 05 Chevy Malibu. That shit was broken down on the side of the road. And I seen Flash win that jump. And you gotta remember that year. I know we was kids, but like Dirk and them,
they won like 60 games.
You know what I mean? They was kind of penciled in. So that's why I gotta give him the edge on that. But from like a scale of because we're doing just OKC, right? So like a scale from like the Paul George, Melo, Westbrook to like obviously, KD, Harden, and Westbrook was cooking. Where do you put this OKC team in that?
They're right under Kevin Westbrook and Kevin Westbrook and Harden because I don't think they can even. The record is one thing, but I don't even think they can touch. Like if whatever era you want to play in, that OKC team is wiping the floor with these niggas. Respectfully. That's respectfully. Russell, you talking about young. That's young Russell. That's Russell.
He gonna go at Shea every time.
That nigga he would take 2 Celsius before the game, Russell. That, you know what I'm saying? That's that
Okay.
Russell. Before he had bad knees, he is on. I'm not saying he's stopping Shea because you can't just stop Shea. But he gonna irritate his ass.
So you
and
don't
Shea
think
gonna have to guard that.
you don't
Because
think
who he
you
gonna
don't think
guard? James Harden?
he gonna guard Tabo Sevolution?
Oh, they taking his ass out the game early. But Tabo can guard too. Tabo can guard too. You know, Kevin, they'll probably put Kevin on who? Lou Dort, because he's gonna be a corner guy. You know what I'm saying? Get Kevin some rest because he need to score.
What about Chet?
I mean, if Kendrick out there, that's shit. Shit, man. If Kendrick out there, he busting Kendrick ass. I'm sorry, but
okay.
But
they had Derek Fisher on that team too, didn't they?
They had Derek Fisher. I think Hashim Thabit was on that team. I don't know if y'all remember him. He played for UConn. He was like 7 foot fucking 20. He was tall, but you know they had some big bodies. Serge Ibaka, you know, Nick Collison. They had some bodies. Jeremy Lamb coming off the bench.
Was he there yet? I thought he was gone. I mean, I thought he was there after Harden left.
You may be right. But they were a deep team. They were a very deep team.
With that being said, this is the first time that they've been like number one since like that era. So that's why I'm just trying to put things in proper perspective. But I think, whoever this AC did, whoever come out of this between Dallas and Memphis, they're not beating OKC. So
Ja Hobble, I mean, nah.
So from there, right, you got OKC. Okay, they'll move forward. Who y'all got between Denver and the Clippers?
I got the Clippers.
What about you, Ray?
Damn, that's hard.
This is the hardest series in the playoffs for me. This is the hardest series in the playoffs for me. I can't call this.
I will go with the Clippers.
Okay, I think we're all on the same boat with this because I don't think Denver can overcome. They fired their guy, which is crazy. And so I think he was like a big culture guy. I always thought Jamal Murray, you want to talk about chain is fake? I always thought his chain was fake as hell. I mean, he's a playoff, don't get me wrong, he's a playoff riser.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see him. To me, he's just too much of a defensive liability. And, Kawhi's finally playing. I think they figured out the load management for him this year. So I think this is like the first time that I'm confident that he's going to finish a playoff series because he hasn't finished a playoff series since
when he won the shit.
Yeah. Or no. He might have finished. Did he play all games when the Mavericks bounced him in the bubble? Not Mavericks, I'm sorry. Not Mavericks. The Nuggets when they bounced him in the bubble?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, but I think him and James, I definitely think James this year, them like in the Brooklyn 76ers kind of years where he was kind of like in flux. I feel like now he's finally, for the first time in a while, kind of in a consistent situation where he can dictate the offense.
Brooklyn James Harden was hooping though. He just didn't want. There was just so much stuff going on.
Yeah,
Brooklyn James Harden was hooping.
He was
keeping him afloat while everybody was injured.
I feel that. I just think for the for the first time, he's able to be. I will say this: he doesn't have to be number one because we know who number one is. I will say this, but it is good to see him, because he's been dropping 40, 45. So I think they'll have it together. And I mean, obviously the Westbrook tax, because that shit now is stinky. That shit smells. So okay, we got Clippers. We got Clippers going. I like that. We got Clippers going. Okay. Lakers, Minnesota. Now this series hurts my heart.
I know why.
This series hurts my heart.
I hate it had to be Ant.
This series hurts my heart because what you say, AD? What'd you say?
Yeah, I hate it had to be Ant.
Okay,
it had to be him.
but hold on. How many? How many you think? How many you think? Throw it up.
And that's if Ant gotta at minimum has to get 30 a night.
I gotta go on 6. I gotta go on 6. I respect Ant. I respect Nas Reed. McDaniels can give you a couple. I mean, they can definitely, because the Lakers don't have bigs. We know that. But having Luka and having Bron makes up for that. And I mean, having Bron be able to kind of coast to like the fourth quarter, third-ish, fourth quarter. I mean, we'll see. I think Bron is still able to play pressure basketball, but him being he's not the number one anymore. Like we know that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I got Lakers in 6, even though that hurts my heart. I hope, I do want to leave out of here with something though. If Ant give me like 3 40-point games, then I can just blame the team. You know what I'm saying? I can just blame the team. I can just be like, oh, bro, my man Ant showed up. Everybody else showed up. Get him some help. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Ray? Who you got?
I'm two-sided and not even like Lakers, like Minnesota. I'm more like I want Minnesota to lose. The reason why I want Minnesota to lose, because I want Kevin to go to Minnesota. I feel like if they lose in the first round, they'll get desperate. They know they got to. While Anthony Edwards is playing like this, you're gonna have to get a co-star. Respectfully, I just don't think Julius Randle and him. I feel like it just don't go. Him and Kevin though. Oh my goodness, that'll feed families. But that's another conversation for another time. But even though I want that, I genuinely feel like, and it's just in my gut, not to be a troll. I got Minnesota in 6.
Okay.
This is why.
Okay.
I feel like they will slow that game down. And I don't feel I think the Lakers can play that game because I feel like they are a half-court team. They're not but I think Anthony Edwards, I've seen Anthony Edwards 40 points or 30-point games be so impactful. I feel like people don't give Jalen Daniels enough credit. That motherfucker can guard, bro. He's just as long as
You talking about McDaniels?
Giannis. Huh?
You talking about McDaniels?
Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah. He don't play for the Commanders.
You're like shit, right? But he can guard, man. 1 through 4. Long, good feet, pause. But like he can really guard. I feel like Mike Conley, his experience, you can't get that out of there. People shit on Rudy, but that's still a 3-time defensive player of the year for a reason. Or that lob shit, that ain't happening. That lob Rudy's shit, not going for that.
That lob shit happened in the Western Conference Finals. It definitely happened.
They ain't got the bigs like that.
These ain't them though.
Yeah.
He ain't scared of that young nigga with the bush. What's his name? Jackson Hayes.
Jackson Hayes.
Jackson Hayes. Yeah, I mean, all respect to him. Look, he's very athletic, all that good stuff. It's just in my opinion, I think they can shop. Now, I don't think they going past round 2 because then those teams are just like. But I feel like the game plan is, and I've seen it. The Lakers have been doing wonderful, but the glaring spot is go at Luka's ass.
Fair.
Go at his ass. Every play. Pick and roll his ass to death. Even if would you take him out the game? That's what we want. Yep. But make him defend. They're going to try to hide him. Make his ass defend the whole game.
You see, but that's tough, though. You don't know why? Because that's the one hole that Ant has in his game.
Is he can guard? Well, no, I mean
No. Ant can strap. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But the one hole that he has in his game is he doesn't move without the ball. And so, okay, on an action, off ball screen. Okay, now Luke, you got to switch on Ant. You know what I'm saying? Ant he don't run that baseline. He don't do none of that. He ball watch. He get that ball on, top of the key on the right or left side. He'll, dribble. He'll see, okay. Because it's 4 and 5 because, Rudy ain't an offensive, weapon. He'll see, okay, I see what this coverage is. I'm going to pass it to Nas Reed. Then Nas Reed going to dribble for a little bit. Then Julius Randle going to dribble for a little bit. All of that is perimeter based, and he's not running around. So you're not making Luka tired. You're just hanging around the perimeter. You know what I'm saying? That works for Luka. You know what I mean? I've been a fat nigga at the court. So I know what that means. If you on the perimeter and you ain't running around, all I got to do is just stand and ball watch with you. That's a bet. And then I can get the ball and then, play with my pace on the other side because that's what Luka does. He controls pace. So, it's that. And then also, I'm not going to lie, Rudy's kryptonite is small ball, bro. His kryptonite is small ball because then, okay, they switch him on Luka and you get, what's the name out the paint? You get Rudy out the paint. All right. Then now, you know what I mean? That's the tough part. If we was playing straight up, I get what you're saying. But I just feel like them playing small ball and, Luka, it's a couple teams that Luka owns. He owns the Timberwolves and he owns the Clippers. And I think he just got
the Suns.
And the Suns, yes. And the Suns, I just think they don't have an answer for him. Now, next year, if Slim go over there, that's a different story. But I think that's in 6. But AD got it in 5. But you got to go the other way. Minnesota in 6 or 5?
6. I'm in 6.
Okay.
Hey, there's another missing piece in there.
Okay.
AR-15s, you can count on him to give you a good 20.
This is true.
Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something.
He can play that.
This chain means so much to me. This shit is, I think it was no more than, $50, $75. That's the fuck I think of that AR shit, respectfully. But it means a lot. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this, I wear this shit every day almost. You feel what I'm saying? But it wasn't $150, none of that. It was $75. It's meaningful though. That's what I think. I'm with you. It's cute.
This shit fake like that.
This shit's fake.
Nah, man, it ain't fake, bro. It ain't fake. We ain't saying he like all-star.
The crazy part is, I feel like it's people like this storytelling thing to the point where, okay, so we go on. Now, don't get me wrong, he had a terrible season, but we go on. Austin Reeves balling, almost damn near all-star. Bradley Beal, trash. Look at the numbers, though.
Are they similar?
Look at the numbers. Now, if we talking about, I'm just saying, but, I mean, I could get the point with somebody saying you're going from averaging 30 points a game to 18, 19 points a game. Right?
Yeah, there was a ceiling for, Bill. That's he was a number 3 pick. As a Wizards fan.
Yeah.
As a Wizards fan, I know that useless information.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, shout out to him, though. Shout out to Bradley Beal. Appreciate him for getting off the books.
No disrespect, you know what I'm saying?
But that's another thing. But, nah, I think you're right about that, AR. Because he's going to give you 20-25. And it's timely buckets, too. It's timely buckets.
But then it's like you got to count on Rui to make his shots. Doe to make his shots. It's like, you know what you're gonna get out of 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I just them other counterparts too.
I just think it's enough. I mean, Minnesota gonna win 2 games. I'm gonna give them that respect because they got a superstar on the other side. So a superstar tax gives you 2 games. It's typically how it goes. But all right, next series. Houston and Golden State. So, fellas. Hold Hold on, fellas. Let me tell you this. Right now. I got the young niggas. I got them. I'm sorry. Amen. Thompson, Jalen Green, Alex Sengun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel, obviously, Golden State, they proven. You know what I'm saying? They got the greatest shooter of all time over there. He got 4 rings. They got playoff Jimmy. He turns up. And now he finally, I guess, got a team. You know, he don't got to be, he's number 2 over there, obviously. And then obviously they got the, biggest bully. And he don't even play basketball no more. He just, and Draymond. I hear all that. But I feel like this is the young nigga series where them young legs gonna get there and they just gonna because they play intense because they got Dylan Brooks for Draymond, you know what I'm saying? Because Dylan Brooks is the younger version of that where it's just like he don't care. He just get into somebody's face, breath stink, you know how that go. He ain't really hooping for real. I just feel like they have a better I feel like they're going to get this series up off of them. Unless Steph go off for 50. Because he had to go off for 50 against the Kings when they did that whole thing.
Thompson ain't allowing that shit to happen. I'm not saying he can stop Curry, but he ain't letting them. He ain't
so I got the young niggas in 6. I got them in 6. Superstar tax. I got them in 6. I don't know how y'all feel.
Go ahead, AD.
I'm gonna have to go with the YNs too. In 6, because I gotta respect Steph and Jimmy for what they do bring. But after that, like it kind of get wicked because it kind of get wicked outside of them two. Like hey, if Buddy Hill go off, he go off. But it's like kind of gotta make sure 30 don't go off.
Yeah. What's the name number now? No, he ain't 22. Jimmy, what's his number now?
10.
10.
I'm doing everything to stop 30, and I'm stopping 10. Kaminga, what's the white boy? Pods, Healed, Kevon Looney, Draymond Green,
Gary Payton the second,
GP2. They're gonna have to beat me.
I feel that.
And I just feel like if you just train, plus, Ime Udoka, he was a real good coach for Boston, obviously. So, and he got them to the number 2 seed this year. So, he's a real good coach. outside of his debaucherousness, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he got them boys playing. He got them boys playing. I think, I ain't even talk about Sagoon. He tough. So, I just got the young niggas. I don't know. What'd you think?
Same thing with the Timberwolves. I actually think the Rockets will win, but I would like Rockets to lose because that is another destination I would like Kevin to go.
Yes.
I would love him to play with Ime Udoka. That's been my favorite coach for a long time.
Uh-huh. So you wanted him in Boston. You wanted him in Boston when he was over there.
No, I wanted him in Brooklyn.
Okay.
If he would have went to Brooklyn, okay. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not going to be too long, but yeah, I think Houston will run their old ass out the job. I could be wrong. You can't, but
Kevin need to stop treating this shit like it's AAU in 05. You can't just keep going. You can't just go to Takeover. You can't just go to DC Assault. You can't just go to all these places.
No, I feel like at this stage, he ain't really got shit else to prove. He's trying to hoop, win championship, but more importantly, just hoop. I feel, and that's just my opinion. I can't speak for the man, but I feel like he's a great fit on that team. But on that Minnesota team, it's just
that's the destination.
You just plug him right there.
Yeah, that's the destination. That's a chip.
It's just damn. But we got to also think the personal side too. Like Kevin is 36, 37. Respectfully, I don't mean no respect to anybody that's around there. Nobody want to fucking move to Minnesota, bro.
Yeah.
Very true.
That is,
But see, I guess you don't really got to worry about that when you got like 1 million houses, right? You don't got to worry about that.
Hey, we can put this Dallas Dallas getting whooped on in 21. They
Oh
got it
man.
in the first quarter.
You know,
John hitting step backs.
as a Dallas, oh, you throwing a grenade? That's
Yeah,
tough. That's
yeah,
tough.
yeah. It's 37-16.
That's tough. I like this. That and then he do that. That's tough. As a Dallas fan, how do you feel about the Luka trade?
That hurt.
You know, I never asked you.
I
I
mean,
never
for
asked
the
you.
city, I was like, damn. But I was like, for my nigga Brown, I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So either way
But
you
like,
won. Either way you won.
yeah. But the thing of it was like, you would have thought he would have been a lifer because, like, bro, like the city loves Luca. Like they even put up another mural of this man. Like, and ticket sales then just went like, because we was like, damn, that's the only glimmer of hope we got of somebody. Because damn sure ain't them niggas in Arlington.
Yeah. We're not gonna talk about them bums.
Yeah,
Season
yeah,
over. We ain't
yeah.
gonna talk about them bums.
Football season
Anyway.
gonna be fun, y'all. But keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it because like Luca made the city like good. Like you paying to see what he's gonna do, and like for y'all just to snatch that, yeah, nah, that was terrible. But hey,
Okay.
appreciate it for Bond though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Either way you won.
Yeah.
Either way you won. Yeah, that's funny. Okay. So
Let's keep getting through these, y'all. Let's keep going.
yeah.
We're doing good.
Okay. Eastern Conference. Yeah. Cleveland and Miami, right?
Sweet.
Yeah. That's a sweet. I feel like yeah. The thing about them though.
Are they playing? So Atlanta lost, right?
Yeah,
Atlanta lost.
All right, so we can make that quick. Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland. We make that quick. Cleveland.
Cleveland out of there. Indiana, Milwaukee. This is tough.
Milwaukee.
Dame playing? I know Dame was hurt.
Dame's not playing game one.
Okay. He's gonna be back.
They're giving him but he's getting treatment because they thought he wasn't gonna play.
But they start in Indy though, right?
Yes. So if Milwaukee can get one on the road, which they're gonna have to.
I mean, I got Milwaukee in like 5.
Yeah, I ain't betting against that African nigga.
Yeah, you can't bet against Giannis.
I get it. I give Hallie and them at least 2 respectively.
Man, I got them winning 1 game, and that's only if Caitlin Clark come out that motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's it. And she takes some shots in the corner.
You know what, by the way, we gotta talk about that next week. Paige Beckers.
Oh yeah, she's in the city.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah. That's next week though. That's next week. Okay. Let's see. Knicks Detroit. This is gonna be the dirtiest series. It's gonna be dirty.
I think it's gonna be 3 fights. 3 fights.
Yeah. What they call
at least 2.
Yeah, what they call that nigga beef stew.
Knicks in 7. Knicks in 7.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Knicks in 7.
They're gonna make it tough.
They're gonna make it tough because they're gonna have to pull because Cat when he get in the playoffs, bruh, the way that Doodoo be running down his leg, bruh. And I just don't get it because like he's so talented. Like he's a 5-level scorer. He can score from any point. Like it come a point where it's just like, okay, that 3 ball ain't working. Take your big ass in the paint. But he don't want to do that. He don't want to go in the paint or he don't want to take like no middies just to like let the game come to him. It's like it's 3-3-3. Like he play like he a point guard off the bench. Like he a 3-point specialist. And that blows me. You know what I'm saying? So, but I think Brunson and Mikal Bridges and all them, because Brunson is clutch. Brunson a dog. So I think, but yeah, this gonna go to 7. This is gonna be nitty gritty. It's definitely gonna be. It might be another Malice at the Palace.
I mean, Tibbs is playing in about 45 minutes a game. So
yeah, but they're gonna be all right. I mean, as long as I'm sorry.
You said I don't want to be too long on this one, but you said Brunson was clutch.
I feel like Brunson's clutch.
I feel like we can't use that word too loosely because, like, what is clutch?
All right,
you won a regular season game with a game winner? You clutch now? I'm just like I'm trying to so we know the criteria.
I think that's enough because they have an award for that now, right? They got a clutch player of the year.
Yeah.
So he gets go ahead buckets and he gets tough bucket, and then even in the playoffs, like last year when they played against
take a lot of shots.
Yeah, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I will hope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody shoot 35 shots. I will hope he gets
law of averages. Law of averages.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when he played against Philly last year, and he had his hand was all messed up, he was still getting buckets down the stretch. So I just think that's what I'm saying. Like he just gets buckets down the stretch.
Okay.
You know, it don't got to be buzzer beaters, but it's like go ahead buckets, timely buckets. Yeah. I feel like he can do that. I feel like he can do that. So yeah, Knicks and 7. How you feel, AD? I know Rick said Knicks and 7. Okay, Knicks and 7.
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough. All right, Boston and Orlando.
Hey, I got my young man P5 getting at least one. Y'all give him one. Y'all give him one.
That shit getting swept. Sorry.
Easily.
That shit getting swept. I'm so sorry. I feel like Boston this whole year been loafing and they won 61 games.
Yeah.
Like they've been loafing and they won 61. So I think they could. So
let's stay on the East. You know what I'm saying? We might as well stay on the East in this.
I mean, we'll just do
first round.
We'll just do first round. We'll do first round. We'll do first round and do going on. So
games start tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the NBA playoffs. Well, here's making me itch too. I know.